The spirit stood among the graves and pointed down to one. He advanced towards it, trembling. The phantom was exactly as it had been, but he dreaded that he saw new meaning in its solemn shape.
"Before I draw nearer to that stone to which you point," said Scrooge, "answer me one question. Are these the shadows of the things that will be, or are they shadows of the things that may be only?"
Still, the ghost pointed downward to the grave by which it stood.
"Men's courses will foreshadow certain ends, to which, if preserved in, they must lead," said Scrooge. "But if the course is departed from, the ends will change. Say it is thus with what you show me."
The spirit was immovable as ever. Scrooge crept towards it, trembling as he went, and following the finger, read upon the stone of the neglected grave his own name.
"Ebenezer Scrooge. Am I the man? Am I the man who lay upon the bed?"
he cried upon his knees. The finger pointed from the grave to him, and back again.
No, no, spirit, no, 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 no.
The finger still was there.
"Spirit,"
he cried, tight clutching its robe.
Hear me, hear me. I am not the man I was. I will not be the man I must have been for this intercourse. Why show me this, if I am past all hope?
For the first time, the hand appeared to shake.
"Good spirit,"
he pursued, as down upon the ground he fell before it.
"Your nature intercedes for me, and pities me. Assure me that I yet may change the shadows you have shown me by an altered life. Please."
The kind hand trembled.
"I will honour Christmas in my heart. I will try to keep it all the year. I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I shall not shut out the lessons that they teach. Oh, tell me I may sponge away the writing on this stone. Spirit, please, say something."
In his agony, he caught the spectral hand. It sought to free itself, but he was strong in his entreaty and detained it. The spirit, stronger yet, repulsed him, holding up his hands in a last prayer to have his fate reversed.
"Spirit, please, please, Spirit, I will change. I cannot let this happen. Not Tiny Tim, please."
He saw an alteration in the phantom's hood and dress. It shrunk, collapsed, and dwindled down into a bedpost.
"Hello,"
growled Scrooge, in his accustomed voice as near as he could find it.
What do you mean by coming here at this time of day?"
"I am very sorry, sir," said Bob. "I am behind my time."
"You are?"
repeated Scrooge.
"Yes, I think you are. Step this way, sir, if you please."
It's only once a year, sir," pleaded Bob, appearing from the tank. "It shall not be repeated. I was making rather merry yesterday, sir."
"Now, I'll tell you what, my friend," said Scrooge. "I am not going to stand this sort of thing any longer. And therefore," he continued,
leaping from his stool and giving Bob such a dig in the waistcoat that he staggered back into the tank again,
"and therefore, I am about to raise your salary."
Bob trembled and got a little nearer to the ruler. He had a momentary idea of knocking Scrooge down with it, holding him and calling to the people in the court for help in a straight waistcoat.
"A Merry Christmas, Bob,"
said Scrooge with an earnestness that could not be mistaken, as he clapped him on the back.
A merrier Christmas, Bob, my good fellow, than I have given you for many a year. I'll raise your salary and endeavour to assist your struggling family, and we will discuss your affairs this afternoon over a Christmas bowl of smoking bishop, Bob. Make up the fires and buy another coal scuttle before you dot another I, Bob Cratchit.
Scrooge was better than his word. He did it all, and infinitely more. And to Tiny Tim, who did not die, he was a second father. He became as good a friend, as good a master, and as good a man as the good old city knew, or any other good old city, town, or borough in the good old world. Some people laughed to see the alteration in him, but he let them laugh and little heeded them, for he was wise enough to know that nothing ever happened on this globe for good, at which some people did not have their fill of laughter in the outset. And knowing that such as these would be blind anyway, he thought it quite as well that they should wrinkle up their eyes in grins, and have as the milady in less attractive forms. His own heart laughed, and that was quite enough for him. He had no further intercourse with spirits, but lived upon the total abstinence principle ever afterwards. And it was always said of him that he knew how to keep Christmas well, if any man alive possessed the knowledge. May that be truly said of us, and all of us. And so, as Tiny Tim observed, God bless us, every one. Merry Christmas to one and to all, and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all.